Well, here we have a 4890 case, which is similar to Old Smoky, except Old Smoky has a case engine and this has a Scania engine. But you can tell by the pipe. You see the pipe on the right hand side and pointing that way, you know it's got the Scania motor in it. The Scania's and the 4990 or 4994s had the V8s in them, 400 and some horse. Good cheap horsepower, somebody wants it. Oh yeah, look at this, 835 Versatile. I know someone who like this. A couple people who like these tractors. I don't mind them. Good old Cummins motor in them. New tires. Well, they're not new, but good grips on them. I need some good grippy tires on my 9270 Stagger. Gonna come time to change them. That's gonna be pretty expensive. Let's go up in the cab. I like the cabs in these old Versatiles. Nice, simple. AC, radio. Yeah, 6,800 hours. That's the 835 Versatile. Now we're on to the John Deere 8770. Now I know this is about 325 horse, around there. Nice tractor. And then we got the big boy, 9400. And I think this is for 425. But if I was going for one, I'd go for this one. I need at least 400 horse. Try to juice out a little bit more horsepower out of my Stagger. That 855 Cummins can handle 400. Turn up the pump on them. Look in here. Oh, this one's got the easy steer. I got the easiest steer sitting at home too. Oh, it's got Easy Guide 250. I've got a 750. Yeah, I don't mind these John Deere tractors. This thing pulled an air seeder. Yeah. Well, just had a little chit chat with a fellow who's actually interested in that one. Anyway, nice 25-foot swather. I'm not really in the market for any swathers. If anything, I want one that'll run a 25 to 30-foot header and a 13-foot hay header. So that might be in the future. Here's a good rigid header for the 9600. Two of them. But you know what the dumb thing is, and I really hate it, is they'll sell the header and then they'll sell the transport separate. So if you win the header, you got to make sure to buy a transport, or they'll leave it sitting on the ground and you got to find a transport. All right, we got a 7720. The good old days when our neighbor had one and we had our TR70s. We would always try and race. I try to go faster. But the 7720 had a little more horsepower, and it was a conventional cylinder machine, and the TR70 rotors were not the best at the time. When they changed them to S-Cube rotors after, that's when they really started to take off. And here we have a K1688. I was never really an old Case fan, old Case Combine fan, but I do like the newer ones, some of them. Basically, this is an International. Case just slapped their name on it. But many of you know I'm a New Holland fan, but I didn't like these TXs. Didn't like the TX36, and I never ran a TX66, but heard a lot of bad things about them, mainly in that cab, electrical, always something. And the self-leveling sieves, we had trouble with our self-leveling sieves. They always wanted to go sideways, so I ended up pulling the sensors and bolting them solid level. Had enough of that crap. Then we traded in our TX36 for a 9600. And just like this one. 50th anniversary one, just like ours too. And what do we have here? 9660. Wouldn't mind upgrading. Yeah, I wouldn't mind upgrading the 9600 to, like, say this 9660. But you gotta find one with a low enough hours on them, because a lot of them are starting to get higher hours on them. It's a nice combine though. I saw the work orders. This actually originally came from a neighbor, which I didn't know, which I found out after when I was reading. They actually did a lot of work to this combine, warranty work, and then later on they did some work. Well, we're at the tillage section now, and we got some discs here. This is a Sunflower. It's got the flex hangers, which is a pretty nice disc. That's one I could use because we got a lot of rocky areas, and our old discs, they sure did take a beating on those rocks. I don't know how many shafts I broke already. It's actually a pretty nice disc. I don't know how many feet it is, but not bad. Sunflowers are always good too. This is a heavy duty disc. She's a little bit wore. This is Sunflower too? No, it's versatile. It is a versatile disc. It's a pretty new versatile disc, and it's pretty wore out already. It's notch blades, and they don't even have any notches in them anymore. And we have another older versatile. I don't like these kind, half folding ones. And here we have, oh, all these discs are flex hangers. Where were these discs when I was buying discs? I wouldn't buy a white anyway. Can't get parts for them. Well, you can, but it's a lot easier to get parts for a John Deere or a Case. And we've got some Easy On medium duty cultivator. Here's a heavy duty white chisel plow. That's pretty heavy duty. Set up for anhydrous. So is that one. And this John Deere chisel plow. Looks like it's got knock-ons. But there's no shovels on them. And an old John Deere cultivator, kind of like our old one. Spacing is pretty small. That's just about it for here. Got an old seed cleaner over there. A couple of air seeders and some augers. Anyway, we got some old plows here. Coil packers. I have no use for those. Our land packs enough as it is. It's an old Melrow plow, 8 bottom. I don't know what kind that is. There's an old Case. Those old Cases look pretty heavy duty. And a John Deere. I could have used that one last year. last fall. Spring suspension. But I got enough plows now. Some batwing mowers. Well, that's about it for now. That was the auction tour. So, thanks for watching. Make sure you subscribe, and we'll talk to y'all later.